Okay, welcome back to the channel. Hobby1 Kenobi here. As you can see, the vehicle, the M3 Grant by TAKOM, has been painted and is ready to go for some chipping. I've applied a bit of a dry brush kind of all over the vehicle, and the idea here is I like to treat chipping as if it's in sort of two stages. So I will do a lighter color sort of chipping that's been, it's taken off maybe the very, very top layer of dirty paint and is now revealing sort of a lighter, cleaner version of that paint. And then I'll also do deeper scratches, which include that lighter layer. And then I'll go even deeper and make a sort of gray or sort of a very dark green color to show that we've gone beyond the paint and scratched even deeper into the surface. I find that having these two layers of paint actually make a little bit more sense than just going right to the gray or the primer color or beyond. I think that chipping actually occurs that way. What happens is, we scuff a bit and those scuffs are shown, and then sometimes we scuff in the same areas, and that's when it gets a little bit deeper. Okay, now I'm going to work with the dark green color for the deeper scratch, and I'm just going to sort of peck at the surface. And it's really important here that whatever I'm applying as a deeper scratch, I'm applying it directly on the lighter, less severe scratch, and I'm doing less of the darker scratch. I want to show that it is scuffed deeper than around itself, which appears lighter. Again, I don't want to overdo this. I want to do this less than all of the other lighter scuffing. The other thing is I don't really have a lot of paint built up on the brush. I am using a fine brush here that's sort of dedicated for this purpose. The paint is not very thin, and I don't want it to run around. I want to have lots of control over it, and I want to have to, kind of work with it in order for it to get to the surface. I don't want to get there too easily. I also don't want to apply the deeper scratch all around the surface evenly. Again, I want it to have a sense of almost as if there's like a story here to each of these scratches. Right? I'm not trying to just weather the whole thing evenly, because that doesn't really tell a story. But if there's a little bit in a corner and a little bit maybe a foot away, you say to yourself, oh, why is that scuff there? Right? And that, to me, that kind of drama is really what I'm going for here. Again, I'm on this turret, on these hatch doors. I imagine stepping on this, maybe sitting on these doors, maybe putting ammo boxes on top of these doors. Maybe even opening these doors, and they slam against an ammo box that was sitting on the turret, or something, a spare tire or spare wheel or something. So, I do scuff these up pretty good. When you have doors like this that open and shut and slam, and forget it, and they're gonna be chipped up. And then a line like this, I'll go ahead and scuff all the way kind of through it. It won't be so random here. This is right at the edge of the doors, and these are gonna scuff quite a bit, I imagine. Here I'll do a little bit more of a smearing effect just to kind of get it all over the edge. And then also on these hinges here. Basically anything that's protruding is going to be accidentally kicked. Or maybe not even accidentally. I mean, you're just, you're moving around this vehicle, and these crews at some point are just not going to care too much about the paint job, right? They've got other things on their mind. So that's kind of my take on chipping. Okay, well, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit subscribe and follow along with future builds.